Hello. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Woohoo! Okay. Everyone is coming on. Exciting. Okay, so I have not gone live in a minute. Oh, there's my friend.
Did I make it? Oh, goodness.
Okay, so we're going live, everyone, together.
Wonderful. Hello.
You knew I
Gosh,
have my bubbly.
of course. Of course. It's so dreary here. I'm trying to find some lighting.
Same. I'm trying to find some too. I'm sitting in front of the window. As everyone is coming in, there are many people who may or may not know us. So I feel like I'll just start and we'll just introduce ourselves and kind of talk about why the heck we're even going live together. Okay, so for those of you who don't know me, maybe you're Kim's friends or maybe you're my friends, but my name is Care. I am a working mom over in Canada, and I was a burnt out working mom in Canada. And I was on the side hustle journey, and I found a side hustle that works. It's called affiliate marketing. I did it because I was sick of seeing people making all this money online and wondering how the heck they did it. And here I was rushing from one thing to another and just exhausted all the time, as many working parents on here understand that grind. And so after failing at drop shipping, surveys, print on demand, I don't know, I did a bunch of them just like you. I landed on affiliate marketing, and I've been able to pull back hours at work and without any experience or any followers or anything. And that's me. We're going to get into the details after, but that's just a little intro.
Wonderful.
How about
Wonderful.
who are you?
God. Who am I? Who is she? My name's Kim Ballum. I'm in the same space that Care is. And I've been doing affiliate marketing since November of 2022. I'm a nurse, I'm from Michigan, and I was just desperate to get out of the crazy tightrope of balancing your career and trying to raise children. My kids are 7 and 9. And it was getting really hard. And I was a nurse on the front lines during COVID. So I was really burned out. And so I was just looking for a way to do something different. Really, that's all I was looking for. Like work from home I didn't realize there was so many opportunities online like affiliate marketing. So I watched forever. And then I finally gave it a try, and earlier this year, I just tooted along. And earlier this year, I was able to quit my job. And I know it's been really, really cool.
Woo!
Yes, yes, yes. So if you are on the fence, I'm telling you, just jump in, dive in. If you're in the thick of it, you got this. You got this.
We're living
It's
through.
gonna.
You got this.
Yep, yep. Kara and I talk all the time, and we are here for each other. There's a great community we met in this space. We're technically competitors, but we're not at all. If you like learn the online space, people will say there's so many people. We promote the same things, but we are not competitors. I mean, on paper, yep, but she's got a different target audience than I do. So we're here to say, did you try this? Did you try this? Oh my gosh, this isn't working. This is working. So this space is like way cooler than any other like marketing gig that you can have. You don't even have to worry about competition.
Totally. So I guess for those who maybe don't know, what Kim and I both do is something called affiliate marketing. So we promote products online that we did not make. We didn't make these. We're just regular moms who came online and started promoting products and services for companies. And we make money when anyone purchases through the links that we have. You guys have all seen these kinds of videos on any social media platform, where they say, oh, and did you like that? Say this word and I'll send you a link. Or even in blogs and a recipe, if you click on something, it takes you to an Amazon cart with the spatula they use. This is how people are making money online, on the side, whether they're replacing their careers or not. And yeah, we just learned how to do this, so now we teach other regular moms how to do this. And it's just an exciting space to be in because it's booming and it's only
Mhm.
getting bigger. And what's I think we have shared this testament is like it is the best place for beginners to start. Sure,
Mhm.
there's so many opportunities out there to like change and navigate and pivot to different things, but this is the best place to start because you don't have to make a product, you don't need a huge following, and you don't need to like be bugging friends and families. You don't even need to show your face. You can do it in 1 2 hours a day. It's like the most fundamental basic to get started online, and then you can blossom from there.
Yes. Care, how many followers did you have when you got started? Me too.
Zippity. In fact, in
0.
fact,
You guys, everyone's always, I did that on purpose. I already know. Because everyone's like, I don't have a following. I didn't have a following. You can't
well,
have a following. Yeah.
especially because if you looked at our accounts right now, we both have a significant amount of
Mhm.
followers now. That we did not start with that, and we worked for that, and that it takes time. But what's interesting, and I don't know this about your story, but for me, I didn't even have TikTok. I used Instagram like personally, like some little stuff, but again, didn't know anything. I certainly shopped on Instagram. Um,
Yeah.
and Facebook, I hadn't even opened my profile in literally 15 years. So when I
Mhm.
started this, I was like, ooh, okay, I'm literally starting from zero. I guess we're gonna see if that rumor is true, and here we are. So,
Yeah.
and I also will say, add this to that is a lot of people get scared because they're like, well, I don't have a following, and then if I go start a new account, everyone's gonna find me there. I have been doing this since February of 2023. I was watching when Kim bought,
Mhm.
and I literally only have maybe a dozen people in my life that know about this, and most of which is because I told them. So if
Mhm.
you are promoting the right product to the proper audience, you shouldn't have an issue. But anyways, did you have social media before?
I did. I used Facebook and Instagram for like posting a photo of my family every once in a
Mm,
while. I was in the military and my husband was in the military. We moved around a lot. So and I didn't even do a good job at it, try to keep people like aware of where we were at, what we were up to, and that's it. But I didn't want my friends and family to know what I was doing. So when we say you start a new account and you grow a following over there, it's not you're telling people to come follow you.
no.
Your target audience is going to find you, and it's not Aunt Sally from Thanksgiving telling you you can't make money online. I see some comments. If you have questions, feel free to drop them in
Yes,
the comments
please.
box. I see some people saying you have questions. If you're new, also, if you're new to this, just type new in below, just so we have an idea of like who we're chatting with. We have some really exciting things to talk about today.
We do. And yeah, as because I want yes, exactly. Okay, Katie just said I blocked anyone I didn't want to see.
Okay.
Exactly. You know the tricks, Katie.
Hmm.
Um, I think we can both see each other's comments, but if we can't, just make sure we will answer your questions, I promise. And I'm seeing lots of news, so that's amazing.
And
Uh,
Shane already knew to put OG. That's I go live every Tuesday and I say if you're new, drop new, but I didn't even say it on this one. I love it. And if you are always on, just drop OG. So I love that.
I love
Thank you, Shane. He's like, no, I know what to do here.
I love that. Yeah, so we do. The reason we came on together is because, well, I asked Kim if she would come on because she's my friend, but she's
Oh.
also involved in something really important. So I will set this up for you. Usually Kim and I always tell beginners, we deal with the newbies in this market because we want to help you realize you can do this and get there. So we always say start with the free stuff. We both offer free, mine's a workshop, hers is a masterclass. We have lots of free resources for you to start with. If you want to further that education, we both really, really value the 5-day challenge by Legendary Marketer for $5. However, something really exciting happening in the market right now is there are two more things that we get to talk about because they're for beginners, which that doesn't always happen. And
Mhm.
so there is one thing that's the confidence challenge, which I'll talk a bit about after because I just started it just like everybody else. And there's also something that Miss Kim Ballum here is getting to speak at. And again, it's for beginners. So I will let you speak about that because it's kind of your part of it.
Okay, so thank you. First of all,
She's fancy.
I am, I just want to go back to like who I am. I am a nurse, 41-year-old mom, nurse for 17 years. I am not a marketer. I never went to school to be a marketer. I'm saying this because the opportunities and the doors that have opened in the last 2 years that I've been doing this are wild. So if you think like, oh, I cannot relate to her, it's just because I'm on day or year two of my journey and you would be, on day zero or day, I'm just exploring opportunities. Because when I got started, it wasn't quick for me. It's not get rich quick overnight. It's just if you're looking for an additional stream of income, you can build one here. But it's not going to be next month. It's going to be, it took me 18 months before I could quit my job, but I was going to work that job for like 20 plus more years. So I don't know, like 18 months feels like nothing. So, anyways, I have been asked recently because of the success I've seen in this space. Again, I'm a nobody having success, so it's possible for anybody. I've been asked to speak at two major events, and I'm honestly shaking in my boots, but we're just gonna get past those fears. That's why I talk to Kara every day. What am I gonna put on these slides? But the first one coming up is on November 25th. This is like a really cool, unique experience. And it's who is it for? Everyone. Honestly, everyone. No matter if you are just learning about affiliate marketing right now, or if you've been in the space for a period of time and are looking for more tips, I am going to sit on it all day. So it's a live event that occurs on virtually on November 25th. I think it's from like 9 to 3 or something like that. And there's 5 speakers. So I was asked to speak, and I'm very humbled because the other 4 speakers are really, really insanely successful and big earners. And they've asked us, the team has asked us, what can you give away for free? And how much content can you shove into your 45 minutes of speaking? And it's only $27 to reserve a seat, and you get a recording. The price is going up after, I don't know when, I heard the price is going up, and there's limited seats. There's still some open. So I'm really excited. I've been just like the other presenters. We don't just pull these presentations together. I've been working on it for weeks. You can ask Care. I've been bending her ear about it.
I'm okay
So
with
we,
it.
and I'm actually up first because I'm talking about the foundation you need to build. When I talk to somebody now, again, I've only been doing this for 2 years. When I talk to somebody now, who will come to me and say they're struggling, um they will tell, like, I will have the same conversation with them over and over about the foundation that you need to build. And this isn't hard concepts. You just need to learn it. That's all there is. I had to learn it over time as well. And once you get these pieces together, oh, the opportunities and the income potential are truly unlimited. So I'm starting out by building your foundation. So we're truly starting this. It's a virtual online summit. I think I forgot what it's called. There's like a
Love that.
4 word
Call it virtual.
market. Okay. Um, and I'm truly helping you from the beginning. So if you've never heard of affiliate marketing before, you're going to be fine here. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, this isn't hard. I can do this. I can put those pieces together. And so they're actually starting the seminar with that. And I'm really excited to deliver it to you because, like I was saying, I talk to people every single day and I go over these concepts of like, well, you have to have this, 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 and this in place. And honestly, I charge people for this information and it's a lot more than $27. So I was like, oh, I got to give all that away for 27 bucks. But I can look at somebody's profile or talk to them for 2 minutes before I understand at this point, like what piece is missing or what is going on. So I'm really excited to deliver that to everybody because I feel like, honestly, this sounds so like cliche. Knowledge is power.
But it is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and so I'm sorry, I was just looking for this. It's called the Legends of Marketing Online
I
Summit.
knew there was like 4 or 5 words, and I was like, oh, it's like on the spot. What are those words?
But I will say, like in this industry, often get what this hair is doing something fun. In this industry, often what gets worked in there is like you need to know the mechanics and then you need to know the dynamics. So the mechanics are like setting up your business, having your funnel working, all that kind of stuff. And if you don't know what any of that is, that's okay. But those are the mechanics that keep this semi automated so that this can be semi passive and it has to be in place. The dynamics are like all the like content creation, all that kind of stuff. Kim is talking about the mechanics. Like we're talking about you getting in there and WD-40ing some, you know what I mean, nuts and bolts. If you are new, that is exactly where you want to start. And as she said, like $27 for that is insane. Again, you can message both of us anytime throughout this or ask questions about that, or we can send it to you, whatever, as long as you can get access to it. But the biggest thing is like, a one-on-one with Kim, you're going to pay some money.
Cost at least triple
Yeah,
that, and I'm reasonably priced.
yeah.
I'm reasonably
And all
priced.
of the resources that you give within that are going to be provided, right? So it's like, this is a no brainer. I will be there and I'm going to learn something too, which is going to be awesome. And I literally cannot
I
wait.
know I'm super excited too, because I am so excited to learn what the other four speakers are going to add on to my knowledge as well. And you guys, these concepts are not difficult. It's just like you have to be shown how. I'm always like, let me show you how to do it. Let me show you that it's everywhere. Right now, my favorite examples of affiliate marketing that are online are the Amazon fashion girls. Because no matter how much money I bring in through this business, I will never not be a frugal person. I've learned that. And I'm always like, yeah, that shirt costs $75. I'm sure I can get something similar on
I
Amazon.
love,
And so I love those Amazon fashion girlies. Those are affiliate marketers. That's a great example. Their clothes. They buy clothes and they're like, "Hey, this is how it fits. This is the fabric. This is my recommendation. This is my review."
well,
If you
and like on top of what you're saying too, the reason this works in comparison to like I'll say influencing is what a lot of people think it is. Like influencers, again, I'm 38 years old, so my in like impression of what influencers were before coming into this place were like, oh, the petite little young gals who can just be like, oh, everything looks good on me, buy it. Whereas with affiliate marketing, what's so great is like you'll get regular people. Like some of those Amazon gals will literally put their shape, their size, their weight, their waist, like all their numbers so that you know what you're comparing to and how it looks, and they'll show you how stretchy it is, as you said, like the fabric. It's like
Mhm.
they actually show you. They don't just like look pretty in front of like a home that they're taking a photo shoot in, right? Like they are literally in their walk-in closet with clothes on the floor showing you how it works. And that's who I want to purchase from personally. And I think, and I say this in my content too, and I'm sure you do too. I'm almost positive you do because we've talked about it lots, but it's like most people don't want to hear from celebrities or influencers anymore. Like gone are the days of people buying a vino because Jennifer Aniston is telling you about
Just
it. Like Jennifer
to
Aniston,
use a vino, yeah.
like there's no way. And so it's just not believable. Whereas like for me, if I pull out 5 different skincare things that I use, you might like one of them because you have a similar trait to me. So
Mhm.
anyways,
Right. So affiliate marketing is so successful. The companies want affiliates. They want you to promote and review their products that you love. They don't want you to promote things you don't love. They want you to promote things that you do love. Affiliate marketing produces on average 40% of these companies profits. Like, can you imagine Amazon's profits? First of all, just imagine their entire profits.
you're welcome.
Four,
Those
40% of Amazon's profits comes from affiliates. That's an on average number too. I'm guessing Amazon's is probably higher.
53.
Um, oh dang, 53. So they're not looking at their marketing department to promote or market products. They don't have to. They want you to do it. And think about, I just did it today. My son has a hockey tournament this weekend, and I was like, it's getting cold here. So that means it's going to be even colder inside the hockey rinks than we're used to. Seasons are turning. So and we're leaving tomorrow. So I went on and bought some of those heated seat things, but I didn't want to know the product description. I didn't even look at the product description that the marketing department wrote. I looked at what the reviews said, and you all do it too. I know it.
And
That's
that's
what we want to know.
exactly so. I just, to me, it is wild because and this is one of those things, and we both say this to tons of people we talk to. This is something, once you see it, you cannot unsee it. It is everywhere. And so if you're a beginner looking to make money online, I urge you to start here. Now, and if you have questions about that or you want our free resources, just reach out or click the links in our profile. It will take you to our free resources 100%. So what's cool is there's the 5-day challenge. That's if you're ready to get started. Same with this virtual summit, which is like a jam-packed $27, like you are hitting the ground running and you've got the foundation, which is awesome. And then they just released this new confidence challenge. It's
I'm super excited.
it is so cool. So I opened it up today. I'm already on day 2 because
Wow. I
I've
haven't
been,
started it yet.
it's so good. And I think like the biggest thing, sorry, I'm just like pulling it up because I don't want to like miss anything from it, but because I'm not through it. But again, it's for the beginner. And the biggest difference, I think that like if you are ready to get started, start with the 5-day challenge or start with the virtual summit. No question. If you are like on the fence, you're like, I don't know if I could do this, I'm not sure, then you want to start with the confidence challenge because they really talk about all the different pieces of your confidence of what's missing and or what you want to work with in that. So for example, if I was like nervous, I didn't want to show my face. Well, are you nervous about showing your face, or are you actually you can't because of the job you have? If that is like not necessarily a limiting belief, then let's like work with that. So they figure out a way for you to be able to work with this business model with whatever confidence issues you have to help build you up and to gain the confidence to actually start. And it is like wild. You're gonna
Yes.
love it. You're gonna
It's
love it.
because Kara knows my story too. So
Yeah.
I was a very broken person. You would never tell. This is what you would see on the surface. But when I started this online business, and I hate using that term because if you would have come to me and said, Kim, let's set up a business, I would have been like, go away. I don't have time for that. I don't have money to do that. So when I say those terms, believe me, I don't understand how that sounds, but that's essentially what it is. So Care has a little online business. I have a little online business. All it is a little piece of paper that says I have an LLC. You can't even see it. This is my business. This is Care's business. That's all it is. So it's essentially so we can do tax write-offs. Okay. So here's the deal is I had no idea what I was about to like. I was an onion in my shell and I cut it open when I started this business. And then it all started coming out. And I was like, I'm broken. I have no confidence and I can't do this. What's going on? And what it really was is I was afraid to tell my story. I was afraid to actually tell my story that I was struggling really hard in a W 2 environment, that I got fired from a job, that I am just like a hot mess yelling mom in the mornings. I'm afraid to tell those stories. And you know what it all came down to when we finally like broke it all apart? It's freaking childhood trauma that I'm now like processing from starting this. And so when the confidence challenge came out, I was like, well, I could have used that at the beginning, but here I am. But because I'm like, okay, I have a hard shell exterior and I'm just going through the motions, but it truly, when you finally break through, decide I'm going to start this, inflation's insane. Like I was like, there's no way we're going to survive this if I don't determine how to earn more. When I shifted my mindset, I couldn't go back to the scarcity mindset. And so it snowballs from there. And then you just keep trying to fix yourself. And you're like, okay, I am confident. I have boundaries. And this is all through a business just by showing up online.
And only a couple hours a day. How dare
Since
you do that deep work in that period of time?
How dare you? Honestly, I'm so glad I'm packing for this weekend. We're leaving out of town. I haven't done anything on my business this morning. And I looked up and I was like, oh, I only have 4 minutes before I have to hop online. This is my hour of work today.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same things. I was like, oh, because Kim and I are firm believers that you cap this at 1 to 2 hours a day. Do not go beyond that, honestly, because if the whole purpose is for you to enjoy it, create something that you want to like have as sustainable, like sure, you could put in 8 hours a day, but you don't need to. And so we really believe in that. And I'm driving, I'm like, oh my gosh, all the because I gotta cook today, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. All I'm going to do is this live.
Yeah.
And then I might answer a few emails. That's about it.
Working on the presentation's been so fun because I'm not worried about like managing other things. So essentially at the beginning, well, Care still works, right? Care's a rock star. Her and her husband own their own brick and mortar situation and have 2 kids. So if you think that she has more than 1 to 2 hours a day to work on this and make this happen, I mean, just that alone tells you she doesn't. Me, you're like, oh, you have all day. But I honestly, the whole point of me getting here was to just do this. And yes, there's days I work on these presentations for a few hours, whatever, but my actual business, I don't have to do those things. I'm doing those things because I'm like, well, look at this grow. Oh my goodness. But all you have to do is set up your systems at the beginning. That's intimidating, but don't burn your candle at both ends. This is something you're starting for forever, so there's no rush. If you're in a rush to do it, it's not going to work.
That's right.
It, but again, listen to our stories. We are still saying we've been doing it for X amount of months and we're seeing this amount of success. So, I mean, it's not like you can't, put a timeline on it, but I just wouldn't. We're not going anywhere. And if I'm like, oh, I really wanted to do this today, take care, I'm like, well, that's what tomorrow's for. My 1 to 2 hours a day tomorrow. Because if we went full bore at it, we would burn out.
We would burn out. And I think that's kind of why I love this business model so much is I am able to still have my career. And I kind of left that part of my story because it sounds really intimidating, but I'm a full blown osteopathic manual therapist. Like I have a full on practice. It's busy and I love it. But the whole purpose of me starting this was in order to pull back hours at the office so that I can still be a balanced life, because in my education I understand the importance of balance for our health and our well-being and our relationships and all that kind of stuff. So I wanted more balance. Okay, so what I love about this business model is I am able to do it with just 2 hours a day. You are able to do this while you work, because the reality is most people coming into starting a side hustle are doing it because they need more money, but they still work because they need money.
You need your
So
job to fund your side hustle.
that's right.
Mhm.
And so to me, and truly how that looks, and I know Kim's the same, uh, I wake up early. I put an hour in before everybody gets up.
Mhm.
That hour, the books. I didn't do it today because I don't have the day off, but that's besides the point.
I don't
Usually,
want to, sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I said, I don't want to toot our horns too much, but while we have the opportunity and the platform, I'm going to. So Kara and I are very similar. Like we are the type of people where we started chatting casually in these audio messages in the DMs, and we are like, oh, we're basically the same person. And Kara and I are very good at cutting the excess fat. So if you scroll the internet for long enough in this space, which is learning how to make money online, you're going to see people saying that we're full of crap for saying you can do this in 1 to 2 hours a day. And honestly, we've actually talked about teaching you all how we do it because we're serious when we say we do it in 1 to 2 hours a day. This is a great example. I know you're not going to be able to see this. This is my block schedule. Kara and I talked this to death of how am I going to trim the fat in my life? And we found tons of stuff we do that we don't actually need to do in our lives. And the first thing that goes into my block schedule is my life, not my side hustle, my life. We happen to both be morning people. So our first hour of the day is the tasks to get our job here online
Being
done. The rest of the day is
produced.
ours.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So you get
And you have to you have with that kind of mentality, because again, most of the people on here work or are busy regardless. They don't have a lot of time. And the point of this is with affiliate marketing, you don't have to do all the extra stuff. You literally have a target and you got to hit it. And you got to hit it every day, but only a little bit
mm-hmm.
every.
Be
So
patient.
as long as our and
Hmm.
patient, you're good. And again, a lot of people don't want to see that through, but if you can promise to yourself that you will see it through and you just put in a little bit of time of day. There are people in this industry who their partner doesn't even know. Whether I agree with that, that's a whole different story, but their partner doesn't even know. And that the whole point of me saying that is their partner doesn't even notice they do it because they've literally replaced their scrolling time with the side hustle that
Hmm.
they're doing. And I
There's, yeah.
the reason why a lot of people in my life don't know about it unless I've told them about it because I'm not on my phone all day working all the time. My kids don't see me doing that all the time.
No.
So
And you know, the best part about it is when you do finally feel like you're on your phone for more, it's because, so at the beginning, you set up your system. It takes a while to understand those concepts, hence the virtual summit coming up, where I'm going to talk about understanding the concepts. So, understanding the concepts is not hard necessarily to set up, you just need to be shown how, but it's hard to comprehend. So I think a lot of people spend their time just spinning their wheels like a little hamster in a wheel. And hindsight, I will tell you, it will come to you. It will come to you. Oh, that's how this all works. And you're going to be like, oh, if I would have known sooner, but it just like anything else, you have to learn the basics and then you put all the pieces together. And then on a daily basis, what do we do? I mean, I batch my content, so I don't even make content every day. Um, some people do, but that still doesn't take that long. So I basically post content because it's already made and then I answer DMs. And if I have to spend more than 2 hours answering DMs, it's worth it because my
yep.
bank account is very, very happy. so, so I'm
Yeah,
like, okay, I'll spend 4 hours doing this. I haven't had to spend 4 hours answering DMs ever, but if I
you know,
did, I wouldn't mind.
honestly, when I've had some of my videos go viral, it hasn't been more than 2 hours, I don't think. And if it is, it's because I'm like really explaining something or something like something really detailed. It's not a norm. Yeah, no, I don't create content every day. That's why when you go to Kim and I's page, when you see the videos we have, we're in the same clothes
The
because we've
yellow sweater recently has made its
the
debut.
orange sweater
Yeah. There's like 14 videos in the same sweater. I filmed all of those on the same day.
because you batch 2 weeks out, my friends. Can you
Yeah.
imagine you have a side hustle rolling in the background that you can literally just press post, answer a couple DMs, and like you're good. And you just keep in that motion of like 1 day a week, you film your content and then you're good. I mean, first off, you don't actually have to do content in order to do this side hustle. It's the best way to do it. But it's not once you get the hang of it, guys, it really does come. And as you said, it's like one day it just clicks. So you just have to put one step in front of the other and just keep it rolling, because again, we were not marketers. We
I still am like, people ask me marketing questions. I'm like, I actually don't know. I'm a nurse. I don't know how to market,
yeah,
but we're learning, right?
every day
Um,
something. And also, I think being okay with not knowing everything but still having success is totally okay.
mhm.
Like both of us are quite humble enough to admit that like we don't know everything, but yes, we have had success.
I think the coolest part is that as you go, you fail and you learn. You're like, oh, that didn't work. Oh gosh, that reel that girl made that I was trying to use as inspiration. I have no idea what I'm doing. Let me learn. Or it doesn't look anything like that. You learn so much along the way from not knowing things and having to figure it out, and it's really cool. I think it's Adri I'm sorry. I always say somebody's name wrong. Um, Audrey Kennard. I am not from the US or Canada. Can I still do this? Yes, affiliate marketing is available worldwide, anywhere where there's Wi-Fi. Now, the programs that we talked about are not available everywhere, mostly not available in third world countries just because of payment processors. But if you DM one of us, if you're concerned about that, but most countries it is available in most main countries it's available in for purchase if you're looking to purchase a program. And that's another thing I want to hit on is everyone's so willing to go so far into debt to go to university or college or to get a some type of letters or credentials after their name. So don't be afraid that education costs $27 or $5, or even if you want to go full bore and spend a couple $1,000s, don't be afraid of that in this space, because what I earn versus what I spend is like one of the most, I can't even tell you, can't math, first of all, ever.
Math is
But
not a thing.
I can't. um, but the return on investment percentage is probably really impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually really interesting because the people in my life who were kind of cheering me on and did know about this in the back end of things, they were kind of like, well, did you pay off your investment of it? I'm like, yeah. They're like, already? I'm like, yeah. They're
Yeah.
like, that's amazing. Because they're sitting there going like, they're doctors, lawyers, like they've done lots of schooling. And they're like, do you know how long it took me to pay off my student debt after? And like, these had great careers. They had great, like, salaries and things like that. But it's a lot of money. And those are like institutions, right? Like, there's a lot
Yeah.
of things go on. This is an online course that could teach you how to do this. That is like such a fraction of that. I don't know. It's wild to me. And this is also the stuff they don't teach you in universities yet, until they realize they can profit off of teaching you that, because this is
Right.
the
They
direction.
don't want you to know this.
No, but I was just talking to Dave about this actually. So Dave is the CEO and teacher of everything at Legendary Marketer. And I was saying to him, like, I truly believe the future in the next 5 to 10 years, like everyone in their social media profiles is going to have a kind of wish list, if you may, like whether it's like actually things that they're recommending and they're an affiliate for, or it's something that they want to purchase for them, like a gift, something like that. But everyone's going to have a link and it will be an affiliate link. Oh,
Right.
it's going to
Right.
happen. Our parents just didn't have the opportunity to do this, so it's foreign to that generation. But to our generation, we're like, heck yeah, we'll take a couple bucks. Oh yeah, that'll pay for my groceries that month.
Right.
Great. I'll like, and again, it's just because they had a social media account. It has nothing to do. Yeah. Anyways, I
Yeah.
believe that is the future.
Oh, 1000%. Um, Adria Canart, I'm so sorry, said that she's in Guatemala. It is available in Guatemala. I just pulled up the list
Oh,
of
nice.
countries. Yep, just double checked it. Um, so for the people who are on, which first of all, thank you for being on, staying on.
Yeah.
If you want to ask any questions that you have, feel free to drop them in the comments box here. Karen and I will just continue to chat.
Yep.
I know a lot of people ask me about taxes, and I saw the last question said something about taxes. So I just want to address taxes first of all. I actually, again, not a math person. If you start rambling numbers, I'm like, count me out. I was that person that would cry at the table with their dad growing up over math homework. So it's just scarred. But um, taxes have become fun. That's where I'm going with this, because when you start earning, it's like a game of there's no taxes taken out, which at first I was like, oh man, it'd be nice if it was just taken out and I didn't have to worry about it. But it's like a game, because when you start earning, you set up this LLC and make yourself an official business, which sounds intimidating, but it's really just a little, like, you spend some time on the phone with somebody setting it up. You basically give them your information, and then they send you something in the mail that says you have this LLC, and then you file taxes as a business. And throughout the year, you can write off really fun stuff to mitigate paying those taxes. So the outfits we're wearing, the laptops, percentage of my mortgage because I use this space. We realized at one point we're starting to really earn. So we remodeled our office. And that was a huge write-off because I use this space to work in. And so had to find some money to spend. Like, what? I'm sorry. We've never been in that mindset. So, yes. There is a question from Kate Garcia, passive income. I missed the beginning. Is this recorded? I'm guessing we will both post this on our pages so you guys can rewatch it. But if you have any questions, feel free to drop them here, or if you have something, you can DM either one of us. And then DOD Chris asked, did the $7 class, but so many people said the $2,500 blueprint wasn't worth it. So the $2,500 blueprint is an optional resource that you can purchase from Legendary Marketer should you decide that that's something for you. Personally, I purchased that. I believe Care purchased that as
Yep.
well. That investment, I can't even tell you, is peanuts compared to what I've earned. Literal peanuts compared to what I've earned. And I'm not going to say my success is because of those blueprints, but it 1000% helped me. And it is, there's so much more than just education, which they always keep updated, involved in purchasing that. So you can email, hop on a phone call every single weekday, multiple occasions, where they will remote into your computer to assist you, click away at helping you set up your systems. So, unfortunately, there are people who purchase it, and I'm going to be honest, I talk to people like this all the time. They don't do anything with it.
Mm-hmm.
And those are probably the people who are like, oh, it wasn't worth it.
Because
Or
they
they're
didn't do it.
they didn't do it, or they started it and didn't remember, it's not get rich quick. So they started it, tried it for a few weeks. It's 2024. People are like, I spent the money, where's my money? But they're not patient enough to see the results, and they'll say it didn't work.
Well,
But if they would have Googled or YouTubed this information and put it together, they would have the same results with that attitude and that mindset. So it doesn't matter if they spent zero or $2,500.
yeah. The way I like to explain it to people. So first off, Legendary Marker offers like a ton of different products from like $5 to I think $10,000 if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, but it's up there. So there's a wide range of education you can acquire from them. But it's all about how you want to get to the corner store. You can walk, you can bike, you can take a car. It doesn't matter. How quick do you want to get to the destination? I mean, there are certain things as newbies that I was so grateful to have kind of, I won't say done for me because it is not a done for you product, but certainly information that's consistent and in order. Because we've both done the YouTube and Google thing. You constantly are like, hey, but that person said this and this person's saying to do it this way. And so with this education, and again, the support that comes with it to kind of go, okay, you're not understanding the concept. This is what the purpose of this is for. To me, it's if you want to do it, and Dave always says this within the education as well, is like, this is an appetizer for you to see if this is what you want to do. And if you want to do it and you want to go full hand, we are here to help you along the way, whatever that looks like. But this is for you to see, because a $5 or a $7 kind of payment is kind of like a nice, like, it's non-committal, something accountable, but it's definitely, it gives you absolutely the full picture, and then you can decide if you want to go all in. And so I really like the analogy of how quick do you want to get to your destination.
It's on top of, like, Kara and I both realize that when I purchased the blueprints, I did not take that price tag lightly. It was a really big stretch
That's
for us. My husband and
USD. I'm Canadian.
my husband and I are still paying off debts. That's how much debt we had. As much success as I'm seeing, we're still paying off debts. So we do not take anything lightly. We understand. And I fully 100% put 100% of that on a credit card. And I probably, like Dave Ramsey would have been like, this is not a good decision. But the thing is I would have been working in, I could have spent that, or I could continue to work in the environment I was working in. And my last pay raise, because of tax brackets in the US, I actually ended up making less. And so I was in a position where I'm like, I have to get out of where I'm at. And I wanted to do it like now. So I was like, you know what? We're already in this much debt. What's a little bit more? So, and I mean, my mindset, I was committed. I was going to do this. And I did. But because I never said if, I mean, I did, but my husband kept correcting me. I just said, I'm doing the damn thing until I get there. And I did. And I said 18 months before I really started earning enough where I could say something about it. Like, hey, oh, look, I can no longer be in that building. So you really have to decide, but also you're not, if you're like, there's no way, there's absolutely no way, we're not here to put you out. Kara and I both have a ton of free resources and are
Yeah.
on the horn every day about how to help you succeed. If you're in it and your mindset is there and you want to do this, it is again optional, and they have a ton of other resources. They have a ton of other resources.
Well,
Um,
and those blueprints, like, don't, again, like you and I are like, they are not, you do not have to do them. We just know how valuable they can be
mhm.
if you can and if you want to. Like, we're here to say, if you want to do this, then let me tell you what's inside of those things, because here's what I experienced. But again, there are lots of people, especially both of us get DMs all the time, like, I can't afford the blueprints, but I really want to do this. Okay, you're going to want to do this. You want to go to do, and that's why you end up with people like us, not necessarily mentoring you, but a little bit of like helping you along the way, because we are all beginners. Kim and I certainly remember the early days of being there. That's why we love working with beginners, because we've
Mhm.
been there. So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah. And also
100%.
more of a reason to get the summit, because you're getting a bang for your buck on that bad
Yeah.
boy.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%. You're getting so much information. Um, Ted Tedizia said, I took the course for Amazon influencer and it's hard to get approved. Do I need a highly active social media platform to do well? Influencer, yes. If you're brand new to this space, you're looking for the Amazon Associate program. That's beginner friendly. The Amazon influencer program. So we are content creators. We are not influencers. We may influence you, but it's not, that's more lifestyle and about me. This is about you and how we can help you. So content creators create content that can help you.
Well, and I like to kind of use this analogy too. Like, influencers get approached by the brand to promote what they're doing. We approach the brand saying, hey, can I take a cut of your margins
Hey,
and make a, yeah, hi,
can I
I really,
sell your stuff
and
online?
talk about it on my social media. They're like, yeah, that'd be great. Whereas an influencer, they're like, sweet, you were on The Bachelor, cool. You got a huge audience who our product is good for. We're going to give you this amount of money to make this amount of posts. That's
Right.
not what we just content create about products we know, love, and trust, and we got commission.
Mhm.
That's really
Yep.
great.
So we don't hold inventory or anything like that. Shane said, will you have a link on your homepage? So it won't be on my homepage, but if you go to my story today, Shane, the link to the online summit is there. And if you're here from CARE's audience, make sure to DM CARE for her link as
I'll
well.
put in my
Um,
today.
or whoever you feel
Yeah,
comfortable with, honestly.
whatever.
Yeah. If you're like, CARE's my gal, like I will arm wrestle her in the DMs. I'm just kidding.
This
Um,
just chill grandma. She says, I've been following Kim for a while now and I have received all the information, but I've always worked in food. Basically, I'm intimidated and scared. Then I would tell you, which maybe Kim, you know this person personally because you probably talked to her. I would say do the confidence challenge.
1000%. That's exactly what I was going to
Of
say.
course it is. But truly, because you're intimidated and
1000%.
scared, it's going to talk to you about what you're intimidated, scared, talk to you. You know what I mean? It's going to go through it with you of why you're intimidated and scared. And like, maybe it isn't a good fit for you, but the $7 that confidence challenge costs you will be far more valuable than wasting your time on something that isn't maybe going to work for you. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't waste your time. Take the confidence challenge and see if this is the right thing, and if you can get past some certain things or work with what you're working with. So
Right. 100%. MDSO Garcia says, I have the blueprints, lots of good info, 1000%. And Melissa Mead said, I'm told different things about an LLC name. Should your account name include your business, such as sales or affiliate marketing? Um, Let me read that again. I'm told different things about LLC. So here's the thing with an LLC or taxes. I would talk to somebody who knows exactly what they're doing in the state that you're in or the country that you're in, that you can show them your current financial situation, your current income, all of the things, and have them lead you. Make sure they're a trustworthy person who knows what they're doing when it comes to LLCs, and I would talk to them. Um, Honestly, because I'm a nurse, a mom, and I can't even add. So I would. You guys, I can do basic math and algebra on the floors, but when it comes to like if you want to talk taxes, forget it.
And I'm also like not a great person to ask taxes about, A, because I'm Canadian and most people on here are going to be American, unless they're my people. Whoop, whoop, hey, Canada. But they, I also own my own brick and mortar, as Kim kind of mentioned. And so we've worked it into that. We have a bit, we're incorporated, we have a business model and all that kind of stuff. And so I'm a little bit different, but I will say pretty much really like umbrella term here, concept here is like you're self-employed.
Mhm.
You become self-employed, and you have to pay taxes on that, and that's okay. Be smart about it, whatever that looks like where you live. And yeah, it's like kind of great because you can make a lot of money if you want
Right.
to.
So I know lots of people who are make money with, and that's their business name, make money with such and such, or affiliate so and so. That's their business name. Mine happens to be Rise Up RN because that's what I started with, and I'm now Rise Up with Kim because that account didn't work out for me. So I had to let that go. So
And I'm so
like
proud of you.
let it go, start over. Um, so it's really like it's probably okay whatever you start it with. Like my husband started affiliate marketing. His is named something completely different, but it goes under Rise Up RM.
Yeah.
That's just how we were, based on our situation, how they recommended that we do that. It could be totally different for you. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and it's similar to when you pick a domain. Again, Kim and I are kind of talking about things that are like later in the mechanics here, but like when you pick a domain and stuff, they usually say pick something that's pretty like you can do anything with, because you might start with one niche and switch to another, which we didn't even talk about niches, but that's a whole nother ball game.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, like you want something that's pretty, that represents you as a business because you are your business. So that's really what it is. But I feel like, should we like bring it home now?
Yeah. I was going to say, it's already been 52 minutes since we've been on this sucker.
I'm surprised.
I know.
um, by the way, if anyone didn't know, Instagram, new Instagram update, your voice notes can go over 1 minute now. Ooh, danger zone.
I just sent Katie, I think she's on here. I sent her like a 4.5 minute one earlier today.
And I will say, little tip and trick, pro tip for people is when you're listening to any trainings, if you take them or if you take our free resources, whatever, we usually do them in video form, you can change the settings to like 1.5 settings. I talk really fast, so you may not want to do that, but you could.
I
But
listen to Kara every day at 1.5.
Yep,
So
I
it's
listen
fine.
to you when I have to. And and this confidence challenge that I'm taking, I put it to 1.25. I listen to it in the car, and by the time I get somewhere, like you can kind of blow through these things pretty quick if you want to. And anyways, okay, so if you need anything, both Kim and I have free resources you can get anytime in our profiles. That's number one. Number two, affiliate marketing is promoting products online that you do not own. You do this for other products and you earn a commission. This is the side hustle both her and I do as working moms, especially Kim at the beginning. And you can do this. It is beginner friendly. All you need is a couple hours a day, a phone or a computer, internet. That's really it. And then you need to know what the heck you're doing. So you need to learn how to do this. So again, there are free resources there. Then we have also a whole whack of other things that we recommend depending on where you're at in your journey. One of which is the 5-day, $5 challenge by Legendary Marketer for beginners. The next one is a confidence challenge. If you're not ready to start, you don't know how to start, the confidence challenge is where you start. It is 5 steps and it is $7. Or if you want to go listen to my girl speak at a virtual summit where you're going to be able to get a whole whack of more information than anything I just discussed could even provide for you. It is $27. If you can't be there live on the day of, you will get the recording in your email. You can ask either of us for that. We are friends. We are not competition. Please reach out to who makes a better fit for you, or you feel more like wanting to. You can talk to both of us. We don't care. Play the field. We don't care.
1,000%. And honestly, you have to feel good about the person that you want to purchase
Yes.
from. It sounds so weird, but like at first, now I fully get it. I talk to people all the time who are like, I purchased from somebody else and I'm so sorry, but I can't contact them. I don't relate to them. I've asked them questions and I feel like you have better information for me and you're going to connect with somebody. And
Yeah.
if it's not Care, if it's not Kim, it's okay. But find, if you're like, I'm interested in doing this, I find the person that you're like, that's my person.
And
And it's not an MLM. There's no like commission sharing whatsoever.
no. We have nothing to do with each other.
And that's why you find people who don't answer your DMs. Like, because there's no commission sharing. And people are just sometimes in it for the money. But we're here to help. We actually want to show you how to do this because it's changed our lives.
Yep.
And most people think we're lying. So we're like, no, let me show you.
Yeah. Like, as sit in your brand new renovated office, and my basement is like 98% there.
Ooh, yes, new life. Who dis? You guys, if you haven't shifted your mindset to learning how to earn more, I'm not talking about buying something from us today. If you haven't shifted your mindset to learning how to earn more income and you are relying on somebody else to pay you, and that is your only income, whether it be just you or you and your spouse, I will tell you, start shifting your mindset. The economy and inflation, it is time to learn how to earn more. I honestly wish I would have learned this sooner. But once I read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, once I took the 5-day challenge, I was like, oh my gosh, no wonder we were never able to get ahead financially. It's it's not what society tells you.
Check out my post from today about Monopoly.
Yep. It's about learning how to earn more. It's not cutting out Netflix, Starbucks run. So you can have all that because we're going to learn how to earn more.
That's right, everybody. So if you have questions, reach out to us. Otherwise, I'm going to cut this live, and I think we'll both share it. Hey?
For sure.
Okay, let's both share it. And oh, thanks, Kim.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
All right, bye, guys.
Toodaloo, everyone.